Vanguard Business Academy webinar. Today, we're going to be talking about growing my color business. And what I'd like to do first is just familiarize yourself with the platform we're using in any meeting. So if you could, do me a favor. Everybody has a microphone up at the top. You should be able to see a microphone up at the top. Make sure it's on mute. Make sure everybody's on mute. That way, if you want to eat a bag of chips, you can chew away and nobody else has to hear it. So, and also you can do yourself a favor and do me a favor. It's down on the bottom left. Everybody go ahead and type in hello just so I can see that we're all good and everybody can use the system. Make sure we're, hi, Dom, Paige, Kristen, Leah. See, we're waiting on Glenn. There's Glenn. Yo, there we go. Perfect. So we're all there. Very simple, very easy to use. Just wanted to take just a moment just so you can see how the system works and how you can really do this, to do it. At the end of this recording will be available. So it'll be available at whenever you want. So if you want to share it with other people in your salon, please feel free and do that. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Eric Manuel with the Vanguard Business Academy. We offer both webinars and live events, and you get more information about that at vanguardbizacademy.com. You'll get the link at the end of it just in case you want more information. A couple of rules when we get through the webinars, we do this. First thing is kind of the same rules for every event that I ever do. The first one is to be open. The more open you are, the easier it is to receive things. And the more you give in any educational setting, not just this one, but in any one, the more you get back. And third is if you have a question, please ask it. What are the only bad questions? The only bad questions are the ones we don't ask. Right, so if you have a question or if I'm going too fast, because I do know I tend to talk fast, but that's okay, because I know you can hear about 4 times faster than I can talk, so if you don't get it now, you get it on the way home. If you have a question or if I'm going too fast, just please feel free to type it in the bottom left. You can say, Eric, slow down, Eric, speed up, or just give me thumbs up, whatever you want to do, if everything's going well. And the last thing I'd like you to do is to have fun, because the more fun it is, the more fun we're having, the more we're apt to do it again. We attach that fun to the information, and we tend to want to access it more. So please, this webinar is for you. I just happen to be the guy that's facilitating it so we can move through it, right? So if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to post it right there. So Vanguard Business Academy. Vanguard Business Academy is focused on helping salons grow, helping salons achieve their goals. We want you to be as great at running your business as you are technical with your technical skills, right? So we want to marry those two together. So it is very synergistic. Every one of our Business Academy courses ties in with the JPMS philosophy of the 6 economies, the 6 salon economies. And we'll start from right to left, going clockwise, starting with reception. And they are reception, style station, wash house, color bar, tool bar, and take home. And what JPMS did was they took the salon and broke it down into 6 different areas where it makes it easier for us to focus and track. As opposed to trying to grow everything, why don't we just focus on one independent segment, because it's easier for us to focus on that and track it to manage our results, right? So that's really what we're looking at. Each one has measurables. They have measurables in their systems that will support the 6 economies. So we want to make sure that we're focused on those things. We will touch on the 6 economies in every event that we do at Vanguard Business Academy. So today we're focused on growing color business. Now, how many of you guys want to make more money? So just a couple of us in the room. So we have to, when we're talking about growing the color business, we're going to focus on beginning with the end in mind. I like to start with where do we want to end, right? Where do we want to be? So I listed these because sometimes one of the biggest things that we're lacking in growing anything or making changes in our lives is we fail to set goals, to sit down and say, this is what I want to achieve, and we just hope to achieve. That's the difference. So we want to begin with the end in mind, and this is simply done. We're gonna do it with writing a check. This will be available on download from the Vanguard Business BizAcademy.com website. So if you were to write a check to yourself for what you'd want to get from your color business over the next 12 months, what would you want? What would you want? And you just write this check out. What you'll do later is when you download it, you'll download and print this. Now, don't think you can take it to the bank and cash it, right? This is not real, right? But what you can do is write it out and it'll point you in a direction. I'll share with you what the math, let's say we wanted to grow our color business by $20,000. What would we have to do? Right? Sounds like a big number. What would we have to do? And this is based on, I'm talking $20,000. That's based on an individual stylist, not an overall salon. Because if an overall salon had 5 stylists, we'd want to grow that by 100,000, right? But each individual person focused on $20,000. This is what the math looks like. You enter your check amount. I'm using 20 because that's the number I gave you. But we divide that annually. They need to grow it. They need $1,666 a month, $387.60 a week, right? A day, $77.52. Where's the highlight go for? So you're saying if I do one additional highlight, I can per day I can grow my color business by $20,000, right? And then it breaks it down to, if we divide it by the hour, $9.69. Now it makes it very easy for whatever number you choose, and this is also available on the Vanguard Business Academy website, that you'll be able to download print your check, download this spreadsheet, figure out what it costs, and then now what do I have to do to actually make that happen? Right, that's already we're making a difference. Already we're making a difference. Just by one, we have a goal, and we know we've already reduced that goal to the ridiculous to make it easy to attain. So we're going to get into it. What do we have to do with growing color business? Now you can see, if you look at the 6 economies, 3 of them are kind of grayed out. They're not quite as bright as the other 3. We're going to be focused on reception, style station, and take home in this one particular webinar. Right? We're going to focus on those 3 areas to help us grow our color business. And you will see that if a little bit of focus, a little bit of things, that we can make a big difference just by doing this. So let's get into it. First one, reception. 3 aspects that we're going to look at. We're going to look at inbound calls, outbound calls, and the check-in process.